Have you ever been on a team full of talent, yet nothing worked? Skills, intelligence, resources, none of those were the problem. The real issue? Personality balance. Teams fail not from lack of talent, but from the wrong personalities dominating or the right ones missing. One missing role can stall progress. One toxic personality can quietly destroy everything. This isn't just about work. These dynamics shape every group, from startups to families. The trust, the friction, the progress. It all comes down to chemistry. In this video, I'll reveal the 5 personalities every great team needs and the one that destroys teams from within. Once you see this framework, you'll never look at teams the same way again. Every world-changing team starts with a visionary, the person who sees what's possible before anyone else. They challenge the status quo, set direction, and inspire purpose. But details aren't their strength. Projects can stall without support. Think Jobs and Wozniak. One dreams, the other builds. Who's your visionary? And who turns vision into reality? If the visionary sets the destination, the executor builds the road to get there. Executors thrive on turning ideas into results. They're the finishers. They bring discipline, structure, and relentless follow-through, ensuring things actually get done. Executors break big visions into actionable steps, create checklists, and hold the team accountable. Their strength is reliability. When they say it'll get done, it gets done. But their blind spot? They can resist change, clinging to the plan, even when a pivot is needed. Sometimes, they undervalue creative debate, seeing it as a distraction from the real work. The leader's job: empower executors, but help them see the why behind new directions. Without executors, teams stay busy, but never finish. They're the antidote to analysis paralysis and endless brainstorming. Value their skepticism. It forces visionaries to justify change. But don't let them block necessary evolution. Who on your team delivers, brings order, and finishes what started? Cherish and empower them, but also nudge them to stay open. If deadlines slip and projects drag, you need more executors, or you're not letting them do their job. Executors convert potential into progress. They're the engine that turns vision into reality. Every great team needs them. Make sure yours are empowered to finish. Visionaries dream big, but analysts keep teams grounded. They're the reality checkers, testing assumptions, spotting risks, and asking the tough questions. Analysts protect teams from blind optimism, bringing logic and evidence to every decision. Their strength: methodical thinking and risk management. But their blind spot: paralysis by analysis. Overthinking can stall progress. The leader's job: harness the analyst's rigor, but set deadlines for decisions. The goal isn't certainty, but clarity. Analysts sharpen plans, stress test ideas, and challenge groupthink. But if they block every move, momentum dies. Value their skepticism, but don't let it become a veto. Who on your team challenges consensus and asks the hard questions? If no one does, you're flying blind. If someone always blocks progress, step in. Analysts inform decisions. They don't make them alone. Use their insights to make smarter moves, not to avoid action. Every team needs a reality checker. Just don't let them become the bottleneck. Vision, execution, analysis, none of it matters if the team falls apart. That's where the connector comes in. Connectors build trust, keep morale high, and manage the emotional climate. They're the social glue, spotting tension, celebrating wins, and making everyone feel valued. Their strength is emotional intelligence, listening, mediating, and building psychological safety. But their blind spot, sometimes they avoid tough conversations to keep the peace. Leaders must empower connectors to build culture, but also ensure accountability isn't lost. A great team is both supportive and demanding. Don't see connectors as soft. They're critical to performance and retention. Who's the heart of your team? If you can't name them, your culture is fragile. If you have a connector, support them and make sure standards stay high. Culture sustains performance, but can't replace accountability. The integrator is the team's hidden engine, aligning people, processes, and personalities. They are the ultimate systems thinkers, constantly asking, are we all rowing in the same direction? Integrators bridge gaps, translate vision into action, and keep everyone focused on the mission. Their strength, balance, and leadership maturity. Their work is often invisible, but without them, teams drift or clash. The leader's highest calling is to be the chief integrator, managing the ecosystem, not just the tasks. Great integrators don't hire clones. They seek out complementary personalities. They conduct the orchestra, ensuring friction is productive, not destructive. If you have an integrator, recognize and support them. They're more valuable than you think. Don't let them burn out. If you're the leader, ask, am I just managing tasks or truly integrating my people? The answer determines your team's potential. Every great team has a hidden integrator holding it together. Now, the one personality that destroys teams, the saboteur. They don't announce themselves. They often seem competent and committed, but their loyalty is to their own ego, not the mission. Saboteurs undermine trust, sow division, and drain emotional energy, often through gossip, blame shifting, and quiet dissent. They play the victim, resist accountability, and force the team to manage their feelings instead of the work. One saboteur can neutralize the impact of 5 high performers. Why are they missed? Because they hide behind competence and results. Leaders excuse their behavior, seduced by short-term performance. But talent without character is a liability, not an asset. The leader's job spot, saboteurs early and address them directly. Protect the culture. Don't tolerate gossip or hidden dissent. Make accountability universal. The moment you excuse a saboteur for their talent, you signal that culture doesn't matter. That's the beginning of the end. Don't let one person poison the well. Create a culture where challenges are open and trust is protected. Address toxicity decisively. The health of your team depends on it. One saboteur can undo everything. Don't let it happen on your watch. Now that you know the roles, start by looking in the mirror. What's your natural role? Where do you overstep or resist others' strengths? True leadership begins with self-awareness. Then, build your team for personality balance, not just skills. Reward complementary strengths, address toxicity early, and manage strong personalities wisely. This week, look at your team's chemistry. Who's missing? Who's overpowering? Who's quietly damaging trust? Comment below. Which personality do you see most? Like, share, unsubscribe, or follow for more from the manager's mindset. Great teams aren't accidents. They're built intentionally